Hello friends, Stephen Talbot here, and today is Friday, December 29th. We're just 2 days away from the new year, and I hope that you guys have awesome plans. So as promised in the last video, oh yeah, I'm going to do a 5-minute video. My friend Mario's over here going, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Video, 5-minute video.
Not 25-minute video. So anyway, so I feel pretty much back at 100%, as I think I told you guys yesterday. So as promised in this video, I just wanted to talk about some tips that you can use in your new year and planning for your new year. And so I'm going to sort of title this video, How to Prepare for 2018. And the first thing that I would say would be important is to sort of go over what happened in 2017. Even if it wasn't the best, even if you never set goals for 2017, I think it's important to know where you've been to know where you're going. So look back in your entire year. Like for me, I was thinking about this earlier and I was like, man, I had a crazy year. The first part of the year brought a lot of success in my business, which was later trumped by my entire business sort of being in turmoil. I separated from my partner, my transmission broke down. I completely separated for an entire part of my life, pretty much from my ex-partner and people that we used to hang out with. And so that's sort of on the dark side, but on the positive side, I reconnected with lots of old friends, including Mario right there, and family and friends, and reconnected with myself and started eating healthier and started juicing and started exercising and started meditating and started just really focusing on myself. So that was definitely a positive thing that happened in 2017. So what I'm going to talk about is I'm sort of plagiarizing this from a guy named Brian Tracy. You can find his videos on YouTube. He's a really successful guy, older gentleman. Lots of stocks, lots of success with stocks, and lots of success with various money markets and stuff like that. So he has something that he calls a 10-goal method. So he says and I really like this idea. He says, take a piece of paper and write 2018 goals across the top. List 10 goals, and list these 10 goals as if you have no limitations. So this is if you want to run the 500-mile marathon and you're a 400-pound man. That doesn't matter. With no limitations. Whatever goals that you want, whatever dreams that you have, list them on this piece of paper with no limitations. Use as you list your goals, use present tense. So you want to say instead of I will or I want to have or something like that, you want to say I am or I do or I earn or I weigh or whatever the goals may be. Does that make sense? So, for example, you want to say, I earn $1 million in 2018 versus I want to earn $1 million in 2018. That's very important. Do it in present tense. You also want to do it in positive tense. So you want to say, I'm a non-smoker versus I want to quit smoking. That's important from a scientific perspective. Well, on a subconscious level, it's important to be as positive as possible and to sort of trick your subconscious mind into thinking that you already have these things. Because there's some degree of truth to if you think it, you will achieve it. Or does that make sense? The whole. What's the famous documentary that came out? The Secret. Sort of like The Secret. If you feel it and think it, then it will come. There is some degree of truth to that. It's not quite as easy as that documentary makes it out to be, but it's very important to sort of. If you've ever heard of a vision board, you always want to visualize that you already have the things that you want, and that's important. And Brian Tracy actually talks about that in several of his videos. Have a positive tense. So just to recap really quickly, you want to take a piece of paper, you're going to write 2018 goals across the top. You're going to list 10 goals as if you have no limitations at all. Make sure that all of your goals are in present tense, and make sure all of your goals are in positive tense. Make sure that all of your goals start with I. So I am earning this. I will do this. I am doing this. Whatever. Just I. It's all about you. And some people may, when I was younger, I actually thought that it was selfish to be selfish. I thought it was selfish to focus on yourself, but the truth of the matter is that there's nothing can be further from the truth, because you can't help anybody else until you help yourself. So just imagine if I am focused on myself and I become a multimillionaire, think of all the good things that I'm able to do with all those millions of dollars. Had I focused on other people and supported other people and carried other people on my shoulders, that may not have happened. So, you should really, if you're one of those people that think that it's selfish to focus on yourself, you really need to turn your thought process upside down, because that's really not the case at all. And if you just sort of shift your mindset, I think that you'll come to see that it's very important and it's very valuable to focus on yourself versus other people. So, as selfish as it is, it's okay to be selfish, in other words. The other thing that I think is that's cool or would help or something that I'm going to do in my own goal setting is to take all of your goals. So you're going to have your 10 goals, right? And you're going to take one of those goals and it's going to become your priority goal, or as Chalene Johnson would call it, it's going to become your push goal. So take a look at all of your goals on your list and identify one goal that if you were to meet this goal in the next 24 hours, it would have the biggest impact on your life. It would allow you to affect the most change in your life. It would give you the resources, the resources that you need to do whatever. That's going to be your push goal. So that's going to become your priority goal. You're going to take your pen or your pencil or whatever. You're going to circle it, highlight it, underline it, make it in bold, put asterisks beside it. That is going to be the goal that you want to focus on, because if you can meet that goal first, then all of the other goals become easier to obtain or easier to hit. Does that make sense? You guys, in previous videos, you have heard me. Sorry. Okay, and I don't want to lose this. I've already lost like 4 of these things. Okay, so in previous videos, you guys have heard me talk about Chalene Johnson's Smart Push Journal. If you can afford it, I highly recommend it. I will leave a link in the description below. It is called it's called a smart, I think it's like smartpushjournal.com or something, I can't remember, but I'll link to it below. They're expensive. They're like, I think it was like $75 for 3 of them, or maybe $60 for 3 of them. They're like $25 a piece or something like that. I promise you, every time I've used one of these journals, I have literally met every goal in it. It's amazing. It's like literally, so each month is like a big thick book almost, and you guys should definitely check it out. If it's not something that you can afford right now, that's okay too. I'm not trying to like promote her product or anything. Actually, I am promoting it, kind of. I mean, like, it's really cool and it's awesome, and you should definitely check it out. The reason I like it is because her entire philosophy of goal setting is based on this priority goal or this push goal. And so if you make a list of 10 goals and you can identify the one goal that will affect the most change in your life, that will give you the most resources, that will allow you to make the most changes, or allow you to sort of knock over all of the other goals, then the journal is based on that entire philosophy, and it's I don't know, I found it to be very, very valuable. So definitely check that out. If you can't afford it, you can actually go back into my previous videos and you can actually see me thumb through the Smart Life Push Journal, and you can sort of make your own. There's nothing wrong with that either. So definitely check that out. I will link to that previous video also in my description below. The other thing is too, you want to make a plan based on your push goal. So once you've identified your push goal or your priority goal, you want to take another sheet of paper out and you want to write right across the top. You want to say, how can I, or some people call this I've heard some people refer to this as a mind storm. So you want to take that goal. Let's say your goal is I earn $1 million or 6 figures in 2018. Let's say that's your goal. So you want to mind storm. So you want to put at the top of the piece of paper, you want to say, how can I earn X number of dollars in 2018? And then you want to list everything that comes to mind. Please do not filter these, guys. Sometimes filtering them, or sometimes the ones that you would normally filter are the ones that actually make the most sense, or are the ones that actually will bring you closer to this goal. So just go through and bullet point everything you can imagine. It doesn't matter how crazy it is or how far out there it is. If it's a way you can earn money, list it. And if the goal is to make money. So in other words, it's sort of like, just brainstorming. You don't want to filter anything out. You just want to blurt it out. Blurt it out and write it down. It doesn't matter. Do not filter. Don't even give yourself 2 seconds to think, oh, this is retarded. Oh, this is stupid. Oh, this makes no sense. Oh, this is retarded. This is stupid. This is never going to happen. This is crazy or whatever. Don't do that. That's retarded. That is retarded. So just don't filter yourself and just write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. How can I earn X number of dollars? What can I do? Can I sell more on eBay? Can I sell stuff on Amazon's FBA? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Can I work for Uber? Can I drive for Uber? Can I drive for Postmates? Can I drive for delivery dudes or whatever? You know, just list it down. And I guess that's really the last one, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I've been going for 10 minutes, and I said I was going to be here for 5 minutes. I will bring you another video similar to this on tomorrow, so please look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you have awesome New Year's plans. Again, I hope you had a Merry, Merry Christmas. If you're not subscribed, please take a second to hit that big red subscribe button. And if you like this video in particular, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, or if you think I'm cute, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, enjoy yourself.